Okay, we're live. Hi, everyone. Nice to see you. My name is Jessica. I'm the social media and community manager at University of the People, and it's an honor to be here today with Jerome. Hi, Jerome. How are you?
Hey, how you doing, hon?
I'm doing well, thank you. Thank you so much for joining us. Jerome, where are you located?
Currently, I'm located in Mongolia, particularly Ulaanbaatar, the capital.
Okay, very nice. And okay, I just want to give everyone a few minutes to sign on. But basically, I like to do these interviews to get to know our students. Jerome has a great story, so we'll share that with you. Jerome, there's a little bit of an echo, so I don't know if there's something we can do to fix it, but if not, it's okay. Um,
Let's
anyways,
see.
so why don't
Maybe
our yeah,
maybe I'll get some headphones. Maybe that'd
maybe,
be
yeah.
better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's great.
Okay.
I'll just talk.
Just
So to our viewers, thank you so much for tuning in. It's great to see you. I see a lot of familiar faces. Um, why don't our viewers let us know if you're a student? Why don't you let us know what you're studying, and if you're an applicant, you can let us know where you're from so we can differentiate between the two audiences. But I like to do these events to bring everyone together. We are an online university, so it's really great to provide this platform. You know, it's just another way for us to engage with one another, come together, and share our experiences. So I think this is week 2 or week 3, but I would love to hear how it's going. Oh, hey Nadine, how are you? I'd love to hear how your term is going at the beginning. So there might be some questions. Please don't hesitate to reach out and ask. You can always DM us on social media. And if you're an applicant and you're wanting to study with us, there is a link to the application page in the description of this event, so feel free to hop on there. Anyways, okay, Jerome, I think that's better. Can you hear me?
yes, ma'am. I can hear you.
Okay, this is better. Okay, so Jerome, you're living in Mongolia and you're obviously not from Mongolia. Where are you from? What are you doing? Let's hear a little bit about yourself.
Okay. Basically, I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana, uh, and I'm an ESL teacher. I've taught all age groups, well, except kindergarten, and I've been teaching English for 6 years now. I've been to I've taught in a few different countries. I started out teaching in China, and then after China, there was Vietnam, and then there was Thailand, and now Mongolia. So I've taught in like 4 different countries.
Okay, so wait, Andrea's saying we can't really hear you. Are you
Oh,
speaking maybe you could just
oh,
speak up a little. Yeah, I think that's
oh,
better.
okay.
Okay,
Okay, sorry. All right,
so you
all
have,
right. Can you hear me
yeah,
now? Can you hear me now?
yeah, there
Okay.
we go. Okay,
Okay.
so,
What? Okay.
okay,
What parts did you hear?
all right, I heard everything, but maybe you could just say where, like a little bit, you're an ESL teacher, you started in China, and then where did you go after China?
Okay. After China, I went to Vietnam. Then there was Thailand, and here Mongolia.
Okay, this is super cool. I was telling you before we started the interview, I also taught ESL in South Korea, so I can relate. I'm curious if there's others out there who are also ESL teachers. Um, it's a really cool experience. I highly recommend it if anyone's interested in doing this. You can always DM us on social media if you have questions. But okay, um, so you've been a teacher for a long time. Is this what you went to undergrad for? Did you go to undergrad?
Yeah, I got a 4 year degree in English. So I've been teaching for 6 years now.
Okay, cool. And so what made you decide to pursue your master's in education?
Uh, well, basically, I was just curious one day because I was thinking about what I could do to just try to because there are other countries I wanted to go. There were other countries I wanted to go to, and I just wanted to make sure I was prepared by having, high credentials. And I just had a hard time picking a university that was good for me. And I was sorting through, and how did I come across University of the People? I believe I was just I don't know if I think I might have saw it on Facebook from what I remember.
Okay.
And then after that, I looked into it, and then that's when I heard about, they were talking about free tuition. So I looked into it. I'm like, at first I thought, like, man, this got to be a scam. Like, how the heck do they got free tuition? So I looked into it though. I did my homework, and I saw that it was a legit school. I checked out like all the accreditations and everything. So uh, but I didn't sign up right away. I was still very skeptical. So I was still unsure if this is what I really wanted. But as time was going by, when as soon as the new year came in 2021, that's when I decided it was just time for a change, and I just took a leap of faith and I went in it.
Okay. Amazing. And okay, so how long have you been studying with us?
Since the beginning of since mid-January
Okay, so
all the
not
way up
that
to now.
long.
Yeah.
And in the past, what sorts of challenges did you face in getting a higher education, like maybe financial or time or flexibility? And how did UO people help you overcome these challenges?
Well, the biggest challenges I had was like just, finding a set schedule to where I could set myself the time to do my assignments as well as my own lesson planning. So I just said, I just, just after just seeing how my teachers organize things, I said, well, maybe I could try to do things a similar way. And what I did was I just, arranged certain days for me to just do my studying, just taking like 2 to 3 hours out of the day.
Okay, so it was really about for you, it's a lot about flexibility. And I remember as a teacher, you have to constantly plan lessons and be creative and be on. So I give you a lot of credit for that because it was not an easy thing at all. What just out of curiosity, what age group do you teach?
I teach mostly 15, 16 years old.
That's an interesting group. Age
Oh,
group.
yeah, my kids are pretty fun though. You know, uh, Originally I didn't really like teaching teenagers, but my kids are pretty cool because,
Okay.
well, they have a cool teacher.
That's right.
That's
Awesome.
right.
I bet you're a really fun teacher. I can feel it. Okay, so maybe you can talk a little bit about why you want this degree and what you plan to do with it. I know you just started, but we always like all of our courses are designed with career development in mind. So maybe you could talk a little bit about, why you wanted a higher education and what you plan to do after you graduate.
Well, I planned on wanting to try to get better with my lesson planning as well as far as when I graduate. I just well, after I graduate, maybe I don't know. I haven't really decided so far yet. Maybe I might
Yeah, well,
just
yeah, you have
yeah,
time.
maybe I'll yeah.
Okay, so that's great. And maybe you could talk a little bit about your experience at University of the People so far, like what it's like to learn there, your courses, instructors, the other students. Anything you could provide to to those out there who are maybe not sure if they want to study with us or they're skeptical, maybe you could talk about your experience so far.
At the beginning, it was I struggled a bit to keep up because it seemed like it was, because I guess because the way how my nature is, I'm kind of I'm laid back, so I had to rush a couple of bit. I had to rush a bit to like make sure I get my assignments in on time. But other than that, I mean, it can be a bit of it could be a bit of a fast pace, but as long as you stay ahead, like me myself, I usually do my lessons. I usually do like my homework assignments ahead of time, as much as I can, and that way I'll have some time to relax later. So it can be it can I mean it can be quite rewarding, when it's all over.
Yeah, definitely. And if you met other people from around the world,
Well, of course, I've met several people. Several of them who become great friends actually.
that's so
I've
cool.
even
Yeah,
yeah yeah
that's super
I've even met some people from the last course who I was studying with.
okay,
Yeah.
amazing. And how do you manage your studies around your lifestyle? You're a very busy teacher. How do you fit in studying in there?
What I do is I just pick days where I know I'm not gonna do anything, and I just pick like 2 to 3 days out the week to get stuff done. As far as with my school assignments are concerned with University of the People.
Okay, very nice. And, we kind of spoke about it a little bit, but do you have any specific career aspirations in the education field? Like, I know that you want to improve your lesson planning, but, do you want to go to another country? Do you want to teach college students? Like, what do you think about the future in education?
I mean, I do. I would like to teach university students. I think if you got a master's degree, like why not? Like
Right.
you would want it. You want to get to a higher level with the more credentials you have.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm trying to remember my ESL days. For those out there who are wondering about ESL, being an ESL teacher and doing it abroad, and can you maybe give some info, like why did you want to do this? You've obviously been doing it for a long time. I'm so like fascinated by people who do it like for many years. It's super cool. I wish I did it for longer. I only did it for a year and a half, but it was like such a great experience.
Part of the reason for me was getting a chance to travel, as well as to learn more, not just about teaching, but just about other cultures and how education is done in other countries. And I've learned a lot. Like the way how the education system is in China is different from how it might be in Mongolia, for example. So I got the idea from a former friend of mine who told me like, "Hey, man, you could take this chance to teach English in China." I'm like, dude, I don't speak Chinese. He's like, it doesn't matter. There are lots of people who are backpacking and they're going and they're doing it. And I looked it up and they're like, okay, well, hey, they providing like free room and board. I'm like, and I get the chance to travel too? And okay. So I jumped on, I jumped on in like I would say 2015 of November. And that's when I set off to China for the first time. It was a big culture shock. Uh,
Yeah.
Yeah, especially with the whole Great Firewall blocking everything.
Yeah, I'm
No
sure.
Facebook, no YouTube, nothing.
Yeah. And I know that, we've been in a global pandemic for over a year now. Um, did this affect your teaching?
Yeah, it greatly did in terms of just being physically there, but we teach online. We still teaching online.
Oh, okay. So you're not teaching in person.
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I see a lot of people asking questions how they can apply to University of the People, and I just want to remind you that I did include a link in the description of this event that will take you directly to the application page. So just copy and paste it whenever you have a chance. Okay, so one final question, Jerome, because I want to say it's now it's 10, almost 10:20 at night, so I want to let you go. It's late there in Mongolia. But one final question. So, we have a lot of potential applicants watching this live event. Maybe they're scared to take the next step and enroll at University of the People. What would you say to those people who are maybe not sure if University of the People is for them?
Well, I mean, you never know until you try. I mean, there's no. I mean, I understand why you would get nervous, but it's always best to try something just to see if it works for you, you know?
Yeah, definitely. You if you don't try, you'll never know, right?
Yeah, at least you can say you did something. I mean, that's like it's like when I exercise. Like there's sometimes I don't feel like exercising, but then I'm after I do force myself to do it, I tell myself I'm glad I did it because doing 20 minutes of something is better than doing 20 minutes of nothing because you put in the
Absolutely.
effort. So
Absolutely. It's very
yeah.
rewarding. I agree. Okay, so and I guess we will end this live event. Jerome, thank you so much for being here today. I
Thank
really
you for having
appreciate it. You're a trooper for staying, for doing this at 10 o'clock. I really appreciate it. And thank you to all our viewers who tuned in. I really appreciate it also. And if anyone has any questions, you can always reach out to us on social media. You can always email your advisor or admissions at uopeople.edu. We're all here to help each other. So, Jerome, have a great night. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, all you
Okay.
guys have a good night.
Yeah, everyone have a good day, good night, wherever you are.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
bye.
All right, bye.